Hello, business community. Today we're going to talk about customer lifetime value. We want to use an artificial intelligence system to dive into the complexity of calculating customer lifetime value. Now, at first, a lightning speed introduction. We are looking for the best way to spend the money to grow, let's say, your brand. Now, focus solemnly on ROI metrics can actually weaken your brand equity. So what you're looking for more or less is brand loyalists. Now, of course, you might think, hey, personalized engagement can drive higher revenues, can increase marketing efficiency and customer retention. So we're looking for the potential for profitability, to increase our profitability. And our way there, we notice that not every customer of yours has the same potential for your increase in profitability. So, a 100-year-old recipe is align the customer acquisition costs and the retention rates with the total revenue or the customer lifetime value. The primary question we face is, we want to understand why some customers value our products and services more than others do. So, in our speech, if we have to code the data, we have to find patterns in data. And this is exactly where we will utilize our knowledge on artificial intelligence system. So here we go. Short introduction based on a data model. What we have? We have correlation, we have causation in the data, and we have hidden patterns, and we do not know anything about it. So, let's start with a customer. And here you see in the middle a customer, and the arrow indicates more or less a timeline. And in the numerical numbers, you have the amount he spent. So, this is a pattern. It is a hidden pattern. And if you just have the customer data, when he bought and for how much money he bought something and what he bought, you have 3 different sets of data that are correlated. Now, you want to find out what is the causation behind this. You can start now with time series analysis, or you have access to other data streams, let's say event X data streams, that have a causation. Now, as you can see, the red indicators here have the perfect length to go from the first event of a period sequence to the second event. So it becomes smaller and smaller. So this is clearly a pattern that's happening. On the other side, you have event Y, where you see the first 3 buying events have a defined periodicity, a defined length. And you see that the length also is decreasing with time. Another hidden pattern. What is the correlation? What are causation factors? How can we find pattern in this? And this is exactly the challenge we're gonna face in the next 2 videos. We're gonna calculate, based on this idea, the customer lifetime value. And since I am not an expert in marketing, we're gonna use a public notebook by Databricks, because they provide some demonstration projects and we will focus on their implementation. So let us code. What we need is a Python library with all the different algorithms that all the intelligent people came up with. The library is called Lifetimes. And then for the artificial intelligence system, we want to have a reproducible system, scalable system. You can later add on more complexity. So we use Databricks MLFlow. Now, before we start, let's define a little bit the boundary condition of what we're gonna encounter. If you are in a specific sector, let's say agro business, and you have periodic events, let's say the periodicity you are dealing with is 1 calendar year, and you have to buy some fertilizer from some company, and you have to buy some machinery, you have some maintenance events coming up. You have a lot of complexity in your business system that has a clear periodic cycle. So if you have data that goes back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you have a valuable set of information, because you can deduct, hey, what happened in this time? How did it change in the coming years? What happened? Where are weaknesses? Where are risks hidden? So your sector specific data are valuable. And please be aware that your data are valuable also for, I don't know, business consultants or data brokers if they come to you. Because even if you're in the agribusiness in a specific region on our planet, maybe they are looking for some data exactly in your region where you have maybe a different pattern or different plants that you grow, or you have a different causation with water or precipitation or whatever. So do not underestimate your value of your data. And then, of course, if you have now an AI system, you have to find your missing data segments. Because you can, now that you have the data aligned in a way that it is easy for machine learning algorithms to analyze them and find pattern, you might see, hey, some information is missing for me to optimize my business. So you can explore, find your missing data segments, and start to understand the complexity and maybe the causational relations that you have to other companies where you buy your fertilizer, where you buy your machinery or your logistics or whatsoever. So you get really insight in your business. And of course, talking about complexity, you don't have only an inward complexity, you also have an outward complexity, because your business has customer and you try to optimize to find the most valuable customer for a lifetime cycle. But you are also the customer to somebody else. So you can get insights when maybe is the best time to buy some resources, when is the best time to have some maintenance cycles, or whatever. So be aware that you have a whole systems where your client, your customers are operating in, but at the same time, there's an identical transformation that also you are a customer to someone else. So if you see the whole system, you can optimize the whole system and get some really valuable insight how to improve your business, maybe concerning innovation, maybe concerning better marketing efforts. You can target your specific marketing messages to your customer. You can apply or offer your customer different products at different times, given their personalized understanding what they need, in what customer segmentation group you identify that they are. So there's a lot of insights to gain and a lot of advantages for your business. But now let's code.